Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing my BMW M5 E60 injector swap and in the same time spark plugs. Question is, why? Well, if you're familiar with the S85, you must know all the horror stories with the injector stuck open. As you know, for some reason, these doesn't have a fuel filter. They only have a net in the tank on the pickup, and well, some rumor is that there is with time, obviously picks up some shit inside the fuel lines, and obviously maybe that's the reason why the injector stuck's open. But either way, that's sort of common thing with a certain mileage. I don't know, I've seen various mileages when they're stuck open. If you YouTube it, let's say S85 injector stuck open, some people will show you they pull the rail out and just turn the ignition, it's literally pissing out, and obviously gets down to bores, flushes the bore, and your engine is gone. Damage the conrod, bend the conrod, whatever you name it, and that's it. Like probably 300, well, nearly 400 quid turns out to maybe what, 7,000 pound engine, more or less. So your choice, end of the day, to do preventative maintenance. That's sort of very easy DIY stuff. So that's the thing what I'm gonna do. As you know, my M5 is, if you follow the channel, all the stuff in the beginning, I got a story with it, what I've done, how I've sort of swapped the engine, blah blah blah.
We did it!
Hell yeah! But anyway, only thing what I haven't done is the injectors. So yes, I know, a bit guilty, but so far it was so good. I've done maybe 1,500 miles since engine swap, and this is the time what I'm gonna do injectors and spark plugs in the same time, because it's obviously plenum will be off and it'll be much easier access. So stay tuned, let me show you easy DIY process. So first things first, plenum off. That's the most awkward thing, to take it off and put it back together. The rest of the stuff will be pretty much easy, and obviously taking all the plastics off and all that stuff. So have a look. Remember, when you take this piece of plastic off, make sure there is no water sitting inside there, because these are common for drainage to block up. And obviously all the pre-charge pumps and ABS system, it basically goes into limp mode. I've seen that once with the M5 as well. Finally, this bit is off. You can see we got loads of breathers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 pipes to disconnect. So 4 pipes per each side, so 8 in total. And obviously these little clumps, Jubilee clips to undo, and the plenum comes off. Easier obviously to take it off, but put it back together is just a bit awkward, more awkward I would say. So now we got access, nice easy access to injector rails, and obviously spark plugs in the same time. That's what I was telling you about, the spark plugs, because you need to take the plenums off. So that's sort of another thing is good to do in the same time. And Another thing I wanted to mention is throttle actuators. That's the other thing I haven't done, but to be honest, like, looks like it's something, because as you know, I've changed the engine, complete engine, from a donor car, lower mileage. I think it's like 40k mile less, and I think the actuator's been done originally. So, but the thing is, if the actuator actually goes, like, it wouldn't cause any internal damage. That's the main thing, where the injectors would cause the internal damage. So this is like critical must do stuff. As you see, some of them pulled out nicely, some of them not, but they usually sort of seizes inside the rubbers. So, it doesn't matter if it breaks even from there, it's still gonna replace it anyway. Just make sure, obviously, the fuel doesn't go inside. Now we're gonna take off the clips, from the plugs. Make sure you don't lose them. So far the injectors are out. As you saw, wasn't that complicated. And obviously the new one's gonna come with the rubbers. So as you see, 3 of them missing rubbers, so they're still stuck in the fuel rail. So I need to pull them out. But yeah, for some reason these stuck open and obviously pissing fuel inside the engine. As you can see, genuine Bosch injector. So these are 112 pounds from BMW, about 40 something pounds from Autodoc each. So you got quite a good saving when you buy from somewhere else rather than BMW, but just saying. So, installing a new one, I use a tiny bit of a grease just on the rubbers, just to make sure it's gonna slide in perfect. Last thing you want to do is slide it in, and obviously rubber pops up or down, and obviously then you will have a vacuum leak or fuel leak. Two 10mm bolts, and one side injector job is done. Easy as that. Sake of 400 pounds for the injectors, or more or less 7,000 for the engine. Your choice. Now just pulling this cover off to do the spark plugs in the same time. As you can see, it's coming out nice and easy. So just pull out. There's a bit of a vacuum. Obviously they've been sitting for a while, so it doesn't come out that easy. Just make sure you don't grab it on the edge, just the whole coil pack, and twist a bit, and it should come out. Come out. Oh. I think this will be a bit easier. Otherwise, struggling to pull it out at all. Here's our old one, And here is the new one, nice and shiny. So let's install it like this. So don't drop it down, make sure you put it in nice, leave it, don't sort of drop them down, you might damage the end of the spark plug. Now finger tight them, catch the thread. As soon as you feel the resistance, stop. Now we're going to do these up 23 Newton meters. So now coil packs back in, much easier than pulling them out. And that's it, this side is done. Now exactly same on the opposite side. Okay, it's time to put these covers back on, well, intakes. Before I do that, just tiny little grease on these rubber bits. As you can see, this bit, it's been already sitting probably like that, so it wasn't properly in. So I had air leak, that means. So just a tiny grease, so you're just gonna slide nice and easy. Just gonna make sure this one sits properly. And obviously when you put these back on, make sure all these pipes are connected afterwards. That's the main reason why I don't like these. It's so awkward to put it back on. Let's start it up, reset the adaptions, and we're good to go. So guys, the job is done. Clear the fault codes, just reset everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was like slight maintenance job on the E60 M5. I think I'm sort of up to date. Literally, I can't imagine what else I could change in this car, to be honest, like since I owned it, but everything is done and now safe and sound. I can literally blast it, like, because I've done a oil change for like 3-4 times in like 2,000 miles. Currently running a 550 oil, and done many sort of flushes, oil changes, like make sure there is no metal particles in the oil filter, everything is clean, and yeah, so far so good, and I literally love it, you know. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, leave the comment below, see what else you would think you would actually change in this E60 M5. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.